Alright, folks, gather around because today we're talking about a coin that has sent shockwaves through the numismatic world. The 2006 South Dakota State Quarter. Now, if you're a coin collector or just someone who loves money, you might want to check your pocket change because one of these bad boys has allegedly sold for an eye-watering $2.80 million. Now, I know what you're thinking. A 25-cent coin selling for millions? Sounds too good to be true. But let's break it down and find out why this quarter is making headlines. First, a little background on the 2006 South Dakota Quarter. This coin was part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. Each state got its own design, and South Dakota's quarter featured the famous Mount Rushmore, a pheasant in flight, and a ring of stars. Over 245 million of these were minted in Philadelphia, so they're not exactly rare in general. So, what makes this particular quarter worth millions? Well, we're talking about a one-of-a-kind mint error or an extremely unique variation. Some collectors claim that a specific 2006 South Dakota quarter has a striking double die or a misprint so severe that it became a holy grail for numismatists. Now, let's go over what kind of errors could make a coin like this incredibly valuable. Point 1. Major error that can boost a coin's value is a double die. This happens when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice, causing an overlapping image. A double die can make details like the letters, numbers, or design elements appear doubled, and collectors go crazy for that. Another factor that could send a quarter's value through the roof is a misprint or an off-center strike. If the minting process messes up, the coin may have part of the design missing or shifted, making it rare and highly collectible. But here's the real kicker. The supposed $2.8 million South Dakota quarter wasn't just any error coin. Rumors suggest that this coin features a dramatic and highly visible doubling of Mount Rushmore, making the faces appear ghostly and distorted. This type of doubling is extremely rare and, if confirmed, would be a once-in-a-lifetime find. Now, before you go tearing apart your coin collection or raiding your couch cushions, let's talk about the market for these types of coins. Just because one coin sells for millions doesn't mean every similar coin is worth that much. The rarity, condition, and demand all play a huge role in determining value. Collectors and investors are willing to shell out big bucks for coins that have a documented, verified error or historical significance. Let's also talk about authentication. If you think you got a valuable coin, you don't want to just throw it on eBay and hope for the best. You need to get it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. These experts will examine your coin, confirm any errors, and assign it a grade that determines its value. The higher the grade, the more money it's worth. So, has a 2006 South Dakota quarter really sold for $2.8 million? The truth is, while rare coins have sold for insane prices, the exact details of this sale remain a bit mysterious. But one thing's for sure, valuable error coins exist, and they're out there waiting to be found. If you're a collector or just getting started, always keep an eye out for unique details in your coins. Check for doubling, misprints, and other anomalies that could turn your spare change into a fortune. And most importantly, have fun with the hobby. Whether you find $1 million coin or just build a collection of interesting pieces, coin collecting is a journey worth taking. So, what do you think? Have you ever come across an unusual coin in your pocket change? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future coin discoveries. Attention, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Have you checked your pocket change lately? Because if you happen to have a 1999 Georgia State quarter, you might just be sitting on a goldmine. That's right, one of these rare quarters recently sold for a jaw-dropping $2.9 million. Stick around, because today we're diving deep into the story behind this rare coin how to identify it, and why it's worth so much money. The Georgia State Quarter was part of the 50 State Quarters program released by the U.S. Mint. It entered circulation in 1999 and features a design honoring Georgia's history. The reverse showcases a peach, Georgia's signature fruit, flanked by oak branches with an outline of the state behind it. The words, "Wisdom, Justice, Moderation," Georgia's state motto, are also prominently displayed. It's a beautiful design, but what makes this particular quarter worth millions? Well, let's break it down. Most 1999 Georgia quarters are only worth face value, or a little more if they're in pristine condition. But one very special quarter from this minting run defied all expectations. This coin had a rare minting error that made it unique. So what exactly was wrong with it? Well, for starters, it was struck on the wrong planchet, a planchet being the blank metal disc used to make a coin. This error alone can cause values to skyrocket, but there was more. The coin also had a double die, meaning certain features on the design were slightly duplicated due to a misalignment in the minting process. The combination of these factors created a once-in-a-lifetime rarity. So how do you know if you have the million-dollar version of this coin? First, check the mint mark. This valuable quarter comes from the Denver Mint, so look for the small D on the front side of the coin, near Washington's ponytail. Next, inspect the details of the coin under a magnifying glass. Look for signs of doubling in the text and the design elements. If you notice any irregularities, you might have something special. But the biggest giveaway is the weight. The $2.9 million quarter was struck on a planchet mint for a different denomination, so it weighs slightly different from a normal quarter. If you suspect you have a rare coin, getting it professionally graded is the next step. Let's talk market value. Even standard 1999 Georgia quarters in mint condition can fetch up to $50 or more, depending on their grade. Coins that have errors, but not the legendary $2.9 million mistake, still sell for hundreds or even thousands. But finding the exact match to the million-dollar coin? That's the real jackpot. Coin auctions attract serious collectors willing to pay top dollar for these rarities. And with the way the coin collecting market is growing, who knows? The next rare Georgia quarter might break another record. Where can you find these valuable coins? The truth is, they could be anywhere. Rolls of quarters from the bank, old coin jars, or even your pocket change could hold hidden treasure. Many of the most valuable coins in history were discovered by ordinary people who simply took the time to look. So grab your quarters and start checking. You never know. You might be holding on to a fortune without even realizing it. So what's the moral of the story? Always check your coins. The next time you get a quarter as change, take a second to look at it. It could be worth more than just 25 cents. And if you find something interesting, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about your coin hunting adventures. Make sure to like this video, subscribe for more rare coin finds, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Imagine finding a 25-cent piece in your pocket that could be worth a life-changing $3 million. Sounds crazy, right? But today, we're diving deep into the legend of the 2001 Rhode Island State Quarter and whether there's any truth to this jaw-dropping valuation. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to determine if you're sitting on a gold mine. You're sifting through some spare change, maybe grabbing a coffee or paying for gas, when you notice a quarter that looks a little different. You flip it over, see that majestic sailboat on the back, and something tells you to hold on to it. Well, my friends, if that quarter happens to be the ultra-rare 2001 Rhode Island era quarter, you might just be looking at a multi-million-dollar payday. Let's rewind a bit. The Rhode Island State Quarter was released in 2001 as part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program. It was minted in both Philadelphia, P, and Denver, D, with a proof version from San Francisco, S. Over 423 million of these coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint alone, making it one of the more common state quarters. But as we all know, in coin collecting, rarity isn't just about the numbers, it's about the details. Now, where does this $3 million claim come from? Some sources online have suggested that an ultra-rare error version of this quarter has sold for millions. But is it true? Here's the deal. While no officially recorded sale has hit $3 million, there are certain error varieties and high-grade specimens that have sold for thousands of dollars. And who knows? A truly unique, one-of-a-kind error could break records in the future. So, what makes a 2001p Rhode Island quarter valuable? Let's break it down. These occur when the design is struck twice, slightly offset, creating a doubling effect on letters or design elements. Check, Rhode Island, and the sailboat's rigging for doubling. If the coin wasn't properly aligned when struck, part of the design might be missing. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more valuable the coin. If your quarter looks like it's missing some of its outer coating, exposing a copper core, it's an error and can fetch big bucks. Look for raised lines or bumps where the die started to break. These can add to the uniqueness of a coin. Full step or deep cameo-proof versions. If you have a proof or MS-68 plus grade Rhode Island quarter, it can fetch hundreds, even thousands in auctions. Alright, let's talk real numbers. While no Rhode Island quarter has officially sold for $3 million, here are some actual auction results. A high-grade MS-68 specimen has sold for $1,500. $3,000. Some rare error varieties, like off-center strikes or missing clad layers, have fetched $500. $1. 500. Double die varieties have sold for $200 to $1,000, depending on the prominence of the error. So, while the $3 million claim might be an exaggeration, there's definitely money to be made if you find the right coin. If you think you have a special 2001p Rhode Island quarter, here's what to do. Grab a magnifying glass and inspect the details. Look for errors like doubling, missing layers, or off-center strikes. Check the mint mark. Remember, we're focusing on the Philadelphia P mint version. Get your coin graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. A high grade can significantly increase the value. Research past sales. Check eBay, heritage auctions, and other coin dealer sites to compare your find with past auction prices. So, next time you get change back, take a moment to inspect those quarters. Who knows? You could be holding on to a rare and valuable piece of history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about valuable coins that could be hiding in plain sight. And if you've ever found a rare quarter or want me to cover another valuable coin, drop a comment below. Alright, folks, buckle up because today we're talking about one of the most incredible coin finds of our time, the 2014 P Everglades National Park quarter. You heard it right. One of these little beauties has been valued at a mind-blowing $3.1 million. So let's dive deep into why this coin is turning heads, how you can spot one, and what you need to look out for in your pocket change. Now, before we get into the specifics of this rare find, let's talk a little about the Everglades quarter itself. This coin was released in 2014 as part of the America, the Beautiful Quarters program. Featuring the iconic Everglades National Park in Florida, the design showcases a striking image of a wading egret and a roseate spoonbill in a wetland scene. It's a beautiful design, no doubt, but what makes one of these quarters worth a staggering $3.1 million? First, let's talk mint marks. The P on this quarter means it was minted in Philadelphia. Generally, these quarters are quite common. Millions were produced. However, like with all coins, there are always a few that slip through with errors, and that's where things get interesting. The particular 2014 P Everglades quarter we're talking about isn't just any ordinary quarter. It possesses a rare minting error that makes it an extremely valuable collector's item. Experts believe this coin was struck on a misaligned planchet, leading to an off-center design. Additionally, there have been reports of double die errors, where the details appear slightly doubled, making these coins highly sought after by collectors. But that's not all. There's another reason why this coin reached such an astronomical value. The quarter in question was found in pristine condition, graded at a nearly flawless MS69 by a top grading service. If you're not familiar with coin grading, let me break it down for you. Coins are graded on a scale of 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect specimen. Finding a coin in circulation that ranks this high is like striking gold. So how did this particular quarter end up selling for $3.1 million? Well, the coin market is a fascinating place where rarity, demand, and collector enthusiasm drive prices sky high. This particular coin was put up for auction, and thanks to a bidding war among passionate collectors, the final price skyrocketed. A high-profile collector, who specializes in rare quarter errors, ultimately walked away with the winning bid. Now, I know what you're thinking. Do I have one of these quarters in my collection? Well, the answer is, it's possible. While the exact $3.1 million quarter is one of a kind, there are still plenty of valuable Everglades quarters out there worth checking for. Minting errors, especially off-center strikes or double dies. Any quarters with unusual coloring or planchet defects, even if you don't have the $3.1 million specimen. Some Everglades quarters with errors can still fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. A strong MS67 or MS68 graded Everglades quarter can sell for significant sums at auction. So, where do you find these rare coins? Start by checking your spare change, coin rolls from the bank, or even coin dealer shops. You never know when you might stumble across a valuable rarity. Many collectors have struck it big just by keeping an eye out for unique characteristics in everyday coins. If you do think you've found something special, the next step is to get it professionally graded. Organizations like the PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can authenticate and grade your coin, which is essential for determining its true value. Now, let's talk about what this means for the future of coin collecting. With stories like this making headlines, more and more people are starting to dig through their change and build collections. That means the demand for rare and high-quality coins is only going to grow. If you're someone who enjoys the thrill of the hunt, now is the perfect time to start searching for rare coins. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the next collector to cash in big. The 2014 P Everglades quarter sold for $3.1 million due to a rare minting error and near-perfect condition. Mint errors, high grades, and rarity are key factors in a coin's value. Get your coins graded if you suspect they have value. The coin collecting market is heating up, so now is a great time to get involved. So, do you think you have a valuable Everglades quarter hiding in your collection? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more rare coin finds and collecting tips. Alright, folks, buckle up because today we're diving into a coin story so wild it'll have you checking your pocket change faster than ever. We're talking about the 1995 D Washington quarter. Yes, the one that could be worth a jaw-dropping $3.2 million. Sounds too good to be true? Well, stick around, because this is one numismatic mystery you don't want to miss. Now, let's set the scene. It's 1995. Gas is about $1 a gallon, and people are jamming to Hootie and the Blowfish on their Walkmans. The U.S. Mint in Denver is cranking out Washington quarters, like usual. But here's where things take a twist. A rare minting error, or possibly a special experimental strike, happens, creating a version of the 1995 D Washington quarter that collectors today would sell their grandmothers for. Okay, maybe not their grandmothers, but you get my point. First off, what makes this coin so valuable? Unlike your typical 1995 D quarter, this ultra-rare variety is rumored to have been struck on a planchet intended for another coin, possibly a silver or experimental metal composition. That alone makes it a one-of-a-kind piece. But wait, there's more. Some reports suggest that it has double die features, adding even more intrigue to this numismatic legend. And when something this rare pops up in the coin collecting world, the bidding wars begin. Now, let's talk about how this coin came to light. Over the years, rumors swirled among collectors that a few mysterious 1995 D quarters had surfaced with unusual characteristics, sharper details, odd coloration, or even a slightly different weight. At first, people brushed it off as nonsense. But then, the big break came. A prominent coin collector, who prefers to remain anonymous, brought his coin to a top-tier grading service, and that's when the real excitement began. This wasn't just another 1995 D quarter. It was something much, much rarer. And as word spread, collectors and investors alike went crazy trying to track down another one. Fast forward to today, and this coin is now valued at an astonishing $3.2 million. That's right, enough to buy a luxury mansion, a fleet of sports cars, or maybe just a really, really nice coin collection. But here's the million-dollar question, or should I say, the $3.2 million question. Do you have one? Now, before you start emptying your change jar onto the kitchen table, let me tell you what to look for. First, check for any unusual weight or metal composition. A genuine rare 1995 D Washington quarter might feel slightly different compared to a regular one. Next, inspect the coin's details. Look for sharper than normal features, possible doubling in the lettering, and any other signs of a striking error. If you find anything out of the ordinary, you might just be holding a small fortune in your hand. So, what should you do if you think you've got one of these rare quarters? First, don't go spending it at the vending machine. Instead, take it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. These experts can authenticate your coin and, if it's the real deal, you'll be sitting on a potential multi-million-dollar payday. And let's be honest, how many things in life can turn 25 cents into $3.20 million? Now, let's address the skeptics. Some folks out there will say, "Come on, there's no way a 1995 D quarter is worth that much." And while it's true that only one or two of these rare error coins may exist, the fact remains. When a collector is willing to pay top dollar for something truly unique, the sky is the limit. Just look at other rare coins that have sold for millions. The 1794 flowing hair dollar, the 1933 St. Gaudens double eagle, or even the 2000 Sacagawea Cheerios dollar. Rare coins command serious cash. And this one is no different. So, the next time you get a handful of change, don't just toss it in a drawer. Check it. Because who knows? That little 1995 D quarter in your pocket might just change your life. And if you do happen to find one, well, you better believe we want to hear about it. Before we wrap up, let me know in the comments, have you ever found a rare coin in your change? What's the most valuable coin in your collection? And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more hidden treasure stories like this one. We're diving into a mind-blowing discovery in the world of coin collecting. The 2019 P Mint Mark State Quarter Dollar, a coin that's making waves and shaking up the numismatic community with a jaw-dropping value of $3.3 million. Yes, you heard that right. This ordinary-looking quarter could be worth more than a mansion, and today, we're going to uncover exactly why. Now, before you start digging through your pocket change, let's set the stage. The 2019 P State quarters were part of the America the Beautiful series, featuring stunning designs that honor national parks and landmarks across the U.S. The P. Mint mark means these coins were minted in Philadelphia, one of the most significant mints in American history. But why is this particular quarter worth millions? It all boils down to rarity, errors, and collector demand. You see, not every 2019 P quarter is worth a fortune. But a select few, and I mean a very limited number, have a unique error that makes them priceless in the eyes of collectors. This error, which experts call the ghostly Washington variation, occurs due to a striking anomaly that leaves a faint, almost spectral second image of George Washington's profile. Now, here's the kicker. This error wasn't widely recognized until late 2023 when a coin surfaced at an auction house and shattered all previous expectations. A seasoned collector, armed with a high-powered magnifying glass and an eagle eye for details, spotted the bizarre doubling effect and immediately knew he had something special. That coin went on to fetch a staggering $3.3 million, making it one of the most valuable modern quarters in history. So, how do you know if you're holding one of these treasures? First, check for the 2019 P mint mark, located on the obverse front of the coin beneath Washington's bust. Then, examine the coin closely under good lighting. Look for unusual doubling, faint ghostly images, or any imperfections in the strike. If you think you've found one, don't rush to sell it at your local pawn shop. Instead, get it professionally graded and authenticated by experts like PCGS or NGC. A certification from these authorities can mean the difference between a few bucks and a life-changing fortune. But wait, there's more. Even if you don't have the million-dollar version, certain high-grade 2019 P quarters can still fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their condition. Coins graded MS67 or higher have been known to sell for over $5,000 at auctions. So always check your change before spending it. You never know what hidden gems might be lurking in your pocket. Now, let's talk about the market. Why would someone pay millions for a quarter? Well, the world of rare coins is driven by a combination of history, scarcity, and collector passion. When a coin is found to have an extremely rare error, demand skyrockets. Wealthy collectors, investors, and even museums are willing to pay top dollar for a chance to own a piece of history. And since only a handful of these ghostly quarters exist, their value is only expected to rise in the coming years. So, what should you do next? Start searching. Go through your coin jars, check your spare change, and keep an eye out for any 2019 P quarters. If you think you've got something special, get it verified. You never know, you might just be sitting on a multi-million-dollar payday. Before we wrap up, here's your call to action. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. Share this video with your friends and family, because let's be honest, who wouldn't want to find a $3.3 million quarter in their pocket? Drop a comment below if you've got any interesting coin finds, and I'll see you in the next video. We're diving deep into one of the most astonishing finds in the world of numismatics, the 1776 to 1976 D Washington $quarter coin that's making headlines with a mind-blowing value of $2.20 million. Now, if you've got some old quarters rattling around in your pocket or tucked away in a jar, you might want to pay extra attention. Who knows? You could be sitting on a small fortune. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's uncover the secrets of this rare and valuable bicentennial quarter. Before we get into the specifics, let's take a quick history lesson. In 1976, the U.S. Mint released a special quarter to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. This coin featured the classic George Washington profile on the obverse, but the reverse was something different, something special. Instead of the usual eagle, it showcased a colonial drummer designed by Jack L. H.R. This was a first-of-its-kind design change, making it highly sought after among collectors. Now, there were millions of these quarters minted. So what makes this one so special? Why is there a 1776 to 1976 D Washington quarter fetching an eye-popping $2.2 million at auction? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about the mint mark. The D stands for the Denver Mint, which produced a huge number of bicentennial quarters. However, only a few were struck under special conditions or had unique errors, making them incredibly rare. This particular quarter is one of those rare anomalies, and here's why it's commanding such a jaw-dropping price point. One of the biggest reasons this coin is worth a fortune is an extraordinary minting error. We're talking about a double die obverse, where the details on Washington's profile appear slightly duplicated, creating a shadow-like effect. This type of error is a holy grail for collectors because it happens so rarely and adds significant value. But that's not all. The quarter in question was struck on a 90% silver planchet instead of the usual copper-nickel composition. This was never supposed to happen, making it an even rarer find. A small batch of these silver planchet errors slipped through quality control, and only a handful have been discovered over the years. You're checking your loose change and suddenly you spot one of these bad boys. That's a life-changing moment. In fact, the recent auction sale of $2.2 million proves just how sought after this particular variation is. So, how can you tell if you have one of these ultra-rare quarters? Check for the D mint mark below Washington's profile. Inspect the coin closely for doubling on the obverse, especially around the lettering and Washington's face. Weigh the coin. The standard clad version weighs 5.67 grams, while a silver one will weigh about 6.25 grams. If you suspect you have a rare variant, consider having it professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Now, let's talk about market trends. The value of rare error coins has skyrocketed in recent years as more collectors and investors enter the hobby. With online auctions and high-profile sales, demand is through the roof, making these coins more valuable than ever. If you think you've found a rare 1776 to 1976 D Washington quarter, do not rush to sell it just anywhere. Get it authenticated, graded, and make sure you're selling it through a trusted auction house or dealer. The difference in value between an ungraded coin and a professionally graded one can be tens of thousands, even millions, of dollars. Alright, folks, it's time to check your piggy banks, coin jars, and even your pocket change. You never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos on coins worth money. Have you ever come across a rare coin? Do you have any interesting finds to share? I'd love to hear your stories. Alright, folks, buckle up because today we're diving into one of the most mind-blowing coin discoveries in modern numismatics. A humble-looking 1994 Washington quarter that recently made headlines with a jaw-dropping valuation of $2.3 million. That's right, a single quarter worth millions. And if you've got a stash of quarters lying around, you might want to check them after this video because you could be sitting on a fortune. So, what makes this coin so special? Well, let's take a deep dive into the history, minting errors, and market trends that have turned this ordinary-looking pocket change into an absolute treasure. First, let's start with the basics. The 1994 Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia, hence the P mint mark. That year, millions of these quarters were produced for circulation, making it a common coin, at least at first glance. But as any seasoned collector will tell you, rarity isn't just about how many were made, it's about how many have that special something. And this particular quarter has something truly extraordinary. This isn't just any 1994 quarter. This is a one-of-a-kind error coin, a freak accident at the U.S. Mint that led to an anomaly so rare that experts have classified it as one of the most valuable modern coins in existence. It features a unique misprint that was never supposed to happen, a dramatic double strike combined with an off-center error, making it completely different from any other known example. Now, let's talk value. How does a 25-cent coin jump to $2.3 million? It all comes down to demand, rarity, and condition. Collectors and investors alike know that one-of-a-kind coins are the holy grail of numismatics. When this coin surfaced at auction, it created a bidding war among high-profile collectors who understood the significance of its error. The final sale price? A staggering $2.30 million. The coin's condition also played a huge role. This particular quarter was in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, graded MS68 by PCGS. The better the condition, the higher the value. And for a coin from 1994 to be found in such pristine shape? That's like finding a needle in a haystack. If you're wondering whether you might have a fortune hiding in your pocket change, here's what to look for. Check for double strikes, off-center designs, and any unusual markings that seem out of place. Also, always inspect the mint mark. Philadelphia quarters tend to be common, but mistakes happen, and those mistakes could be worth millions. Now, let's take a look at the broader market. Coin values have been skyrocketing in recent years as more collectors enter the game and rare finds become even more sought after. The combination of rarity and historical significance continues to push prices up, making coin collecting one of the most exciting hobbies and investments out there. So, what should you do if you think you have a valuable quarter? First, don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can drastically lower its value. Instead, get it authenticated by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can verify the coin's authenticity, grade it, and help determine its true market value. And remember, this isn't just about one quarter. There are many valuable coins out there hiding in plain sight, from state quarters with minting errors to pre-1965 silver quarters that are worth far more than face value. The key is knowledge, learning what to look for, and staying informed about market trends. Before we wrap up, let's talk about how you can stay ahead in the coin collecting game. Subscribe to this channel for regular updates on rare finds, insider tips, and market trends. And don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Also, drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin in your change. Who knows? You might be sitting on a gold mine without even realizing it. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out some loose change, and discovering a quarter that could make you an instant millionaire. Sounds too good to be true? Well, buckle up, because today, we're talking about the rare and highly valuable 1989 Washington quarter that's shaking up the numismatic world with a jaw-dropping value of $2.40 million. Before we dive into the treasure hunt, let's take a quick look at the 1989 Washington quarter. This coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is signified by the P mint mark. It was part of the standard Washington quarter series, which has been around since 1932, originally designed by sculptor John Flanagan. While millions of these coins were minted, one particular variety has stunned collectors and investors alike. So, what makes this specific 1989 quarter worth a life-changing fortune? Here's where things get exciting. The $2.4 million quarter is a rare minting error that has left numismatists baffled. Reports suggest that this coin possesses a unique combination of errors, including a double die obverse, an off-center strike, and an ultra-rare misplaced mint mark that sets it apart from standard quarters. One of the most notable aspects of this rare quarter is the doubling effect on George Washington's portrait, making it look slightly blurred or shadowed under magnification. Additionally, the off-center strike means the coin's design is slightly misaligned, which is a major factor in determining rarity and value. If you're itching to dig through your spare change, here are the key features to look for. Check for an unusually placed P mint mark. In some cases, the mark appears misaligned or slightly raised. Look closely at Washington's face and the lettering. If you notice any doubling effects, you might have a valuable coin in your hands. If the design is misaligned or shifted, it could indicate a rare minting error. While circulated quarters can still hold value, the highest priced coins are typically in pristine, uncirculated condition. Even if you don't find the $2.4 million jackpot, there are still other valuable 1989p quarters out there. Coins with minor errors, such as slight die breaks or partial collar strikes, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. High-grade examples with minimal wear and tear have been known to sell for impressive amounts. Collecting market has seen a surge in demand for rare quarters, especially error coins. With social media and online auctions bringing more visibility to valuable finds, collectors and investors are constantly on the hunt for hidden treasures. If you happen to own one of these rare quarters, now might be the perfect time to cash in. If you think you've got a valuable 1989p quarter, don't rush to spend it on coffee just yet. Here's where you can get it appraised and potentially sell it for top dollar. Get your coin authenticated and graded by experts to determine its true value. Websites like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections can connect you with serious collectors willing to pay big bucks. Sometimes, face-to-face evaluations can lead to better offers from seasoned collectors. Social media and coin collecting forums. Join numismatic groups on Facebook or Reddit where enthusiasts share their finds and offer insights. The incredible story of the 1989p Washington quarter that could be worth $2.4 million. If you've got a jar of spare change lying around, it might be time to start digging. Who knows? Your next grocery store purchase might come with an unexpected $1 million surprise. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. Also, drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin. Let's hear your treasure hunt stories. We're diving into a jaw-dropping discovery in the world of numismatics. The 2002p Mississippi State quarter with a mind-blowing value of $2.5 million. That's right, a single quarter worth enough to buy a mansion, a luxury car, and still have plenty left over. So what makes this coin so special? Why is it commanding such an astronomical price? Stick around because we're about to break it all down, and you won't want to miss a second of this. First, let's talk about the Mississippi State quarter itself. This coin was released in 2002 as part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program. Each state got a unique design, and Mississippi's features two stunning magnolia blossoms, the state flower, with the inscription, "The Magnolia State." The Philadelphia Mint, marked with a P, produced millions of these coins. So how could one possibly be worth millions? It all comes down to rarity, errors, and demand. In the world of coin collecting, a rare minting error or variety can send a coin's value into the stratosphere. And that's exactly what happened with this 2002p Mississippi quarter. This particular quarter has an error so rare that only one has been confirmed to exist, making it a true holy grail for collectors. Let's break down the error. This coin is believed to have been struck on a rare experimental planchet, a type of metal that was not intended for quarter production. Unlike regular Mississippi quarters made of copper nickel clad, this one appears to be struck on an entirely different metal composition, possibly an experimental alloy used by the U.S. Mint. That alone makes it unique, but there's more. The striking details on this quarter are incredibly sharp, with deep, mirror-like fields that give it a proof-like appearance even though it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which does not produce proof coins. This suggests that the coin was struck with specially prepared dies or under unique conditions. Now, here's where things get really interesting. This particular 2002p Mississippi quarter was recently authenticated and graded by PCGS as MS68, an astonishingly high grade that is practically unheard of for a business strike-state quarter. To put this into perspective, the vast majority of these quarters, even in mint condition, grade far lower. A high-grade coin with a one-of-a-kind error? That's the recipe for a multi-million-dollar valuation. So, who's willing to pay $2.5 million for this quarter? The answer is serious collectors and wealthy investors who understand just how rare this piece is. When it comes to coins like this, it's not just about the face value, it's about owning a piece of history. The demand for unique era coins has skyrocketed in recent years, and when you combine that with the fact that there's only one known example of this particular era, the price starts making sense. What are the chances of finding one of these quarters in your pocket change? Unfortunately, the odds are slim to none. Since only one has been verified, it's unlikely you'll stumble across another. However, that doesn't mean you shouldn't check your 2002 Mississippi quarters carefully. Valuable era coins do exist, and while yours may not be worth millions, certain mistruck or high-grade quarters can still fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you want to maximize your chances of finding valuable coins, here are some tips. First, always check your change. While rare coins usually don't circulate for long, you never know when someone unknowingly spends a valuable one. Second, visit local coin shops, estate sales, and flea markets. Hidden treasures have been found in the most unexpected places. And finally, educate yourself on era coins and grading. The more you know, the better your chances of spotting something valuable. So, what do you think? Would you sell a rare quarter like this if you found one? Or would you hold onto it as a long-term investment? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Imagine finding a regular-looking quarter in your pocket, only to discover it's worth a staggering $2.6 million. That's right. One rare 2013 Great Basin National Park quarter has reportedly sold for this jaw-dropping amount. Could you be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it? Stick around, because today we're diving deep into the world of rare coins, uncovering what makes this quarter so valuable, and how you can spot one yourself. We're talking about a very special coin, the 2013 Great Basin National Park quarter. A single specimen has commanded a price of $2.6 million, and we're about to break down exactly why. We'll explore its history, key era varieties, market trends, and how you can check your own collection for one of these ultra-valuable coins. So grab your magnifying glass and let's get started. The Great Basin National Park quarter was released as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 to 2021. The coin honors Great Basin National Park in Nevada, featuring an intricate image of a bristlecone pine, one of the oldest living trees in the world. Minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, as well as in proof versions from San Francisco, this quarter was originally just another entry in the popular series. But as with many coins, certain rare varieties and errors have skyrocketed in value, making some examples worth an absolute fortune. What makes this coin worth $2.60 million? So, why did this specific 2013 quarter command such an astonishing price? The $2.6 million Great Basin quarter features a unique minting error that makes it one of a kind. Some reports suggest it could have a double die obverse, off-center strike, or even a mysterious composition anomaly that sets it apart from the rest. The condition of a coin plays a huge role in its value. Coins graded MS-70 or Proof 70 by PCGS or NGC are in perfect condition, with no scratches, marks, or wear. The $2.6 million specimen was reportedly in flawless condition, making it an extreme rarity. Some of the most valuable coins in history have been struck on the wrong metal planchets or had unexpected compositions. If this 2013 quarter was mistakenly struck on a silver or experimental metal planchet that could explain its high value. Collector demand and auction frenzy. When a unique or highly desirable coin hits the market, serious collectors and investors battle it out at auctions, driving up the price. The $2.6 million quarter might have been part of a high-stakes bidding war between deep-pocketed numismatists. Now that we know why this coin is worth millions, let's talk about how you can identify a valuable 2013 D Great Basin quarter. The Denver Mint Mark D is located on the obverse front of the coin beneath the motto, "In God We Trust." Make sure you're looking at a Denver minted coin. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the coin for doubling, off-center strikes, missing elements, or any unusual details. Coins in the best condition command the highest prices. If your quarter looks like it just left the mint, it could be worth sending in for professional grading. Use a scale to weigh the coin. If it weighs differently than a standard quarter, 5.67 grams, it could be an error coin worth checking out. Not every 2013 D quarter is worth millions, but even more common varieties can fetch a premium. Typically worth face value, 25 cents, unless it has a noticeable error. Coins in high-grade mint state can sell for anywhere between $10 to $100. Some collector's edition-proof quarters can fetch anywhere from $50 to $500. Coins with confirmed striking errors, die breaks, or off-metal compositions can be worth thousands, with some exceeding six figures. If you think you've found a valuable 2013 D Great Basin quarter, here's what to do next. Have your coin graded by PCGS or NGC to determine its authenticity and condition. Heritage auctions, Stax Bowers, and Great Collections are great places to sell rare coins. A professional coin dealer can help you determine the best way to sell your coin. If someone offers to buy your coin without proper valuation, be cautious and do your research. The idea of finding a $2.6 million quarter is exciting, and while the chances are slim, rare coins are discovered all the time. The key is knowing what to look for and staying informed. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, checking your pocket change could lead to an unexpected windfall. Have you ever found a valuable coin in your collection? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare quarters, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new coin collecting discovery. We're diving into one of the most shocking discoveries in the world of coin collecting. Imagine owning a simple pocket change quarter that turns out to be worth, are you ready for this? $2.70 million. Yes, you heard that right. The 2000p New Hampshire State Quarter, a coin you may have handled countless times, is now making headlines for its insane value. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and, who knows, you might just have one in your collection. Visual of the 2000p New Hampshire State Quarter, showing both the obverse and reverse. Now, let's start with the basics. The 2000p New Hampshire State Quarter was part of the 50 State Quarters program, which ran from 1999 to 2008. This particular quarter was minted in Philadelphia, hence the P Mint mark, and features the famous Old Man of the Mountain on the reverse. But what makes this quarter so special? Why would anyone pay $2.7 million for a 25-cent piece? The answer, my friends, lies in the details. High-resolution close-up of a normal 2000p New Hampshire quarter versus the ultra-rare version. There's a very rare variety of this coin that collectors are going absolutely crazy for. What makes it valuable? Well, we're talking about a major minting error, a rare misprint, or even an extremely low mintage prototype that somehow slipped into circulation. Let's break it down. First, check the lettering and the rim. Some of these rare quarters have doubling on the inscriptions, a classic double die error. Others have misalignments or missing details that make them stand out. Then, there's the ultra-rare proof-like finish that wasn't meant to be on business strike coins. If you spot one of these, you're looking at a fortune. Now, let's talk about the moment that made headlines. One of these rare 2000p New Hampshire state quarters recently sold at auction for a mind-blowing $2.7 million. Can you imagine the seller's reaction? They probably thought they were cashing in a regular quarter at first. The buyer? A serious collector who saw the extreme rarity and value of this coin. This is why it pays, literally, to check your pocket change. Alright, so you're probably thinking, do I have one of these sitting in my coin jar? Let's walk through how to check. First, grab a magnifying glass and a good light source. Look at the date and mint mark, 2000 with a P. Next, inspect the details. Is there doubling? Any off-center strikes? Does it have a strange finish? If anything looks odd, it's time to get a professional opinion. So you think you've found the golden ticket? The next step is to have it authenticated. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can certify your coin and give it an official grade. This step is crucial because a verified, graded coin is what serious collectors and auction houses are looking for. If it checks out, you could be looking at a 6, 7, or even 8-figure payday. So there you have it. A simple quarter, potentially worth millions. This just goes to show that treasure isn't always buried. It could be sitting right in your pocket. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more crazy coin stories, and let me know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found?